I lost 40 pounds in the last 12 months, and that means it is time to gain some weight. Like most girls, I've got some cellulite going on back there. I've got a lot of extra skin going on there because there's no muscle filling it in like there used to be. It's all just hanging around. You can see it there and there. It's all butt that is just fallen. I need to bring that up. I gotta bring that booty right up here. You know what I mean? That's the goal. That's the end goal. So this is probably where you're asking, what you gonna do? What's your plan? Well, my plan is I'm committing to doing 15 minutes of glute exercising a day. Like nothing crazy. I'm currently away. I don't have a gym. I can't go to the gym. So that's gonna be squats, elastic bands, and just general exercises. That's what that's gonna mean for me, okay? You do whatever you want. You go to the gym, great. I would love to go to the gym. I cannot. Also, number 2, I'm gonna start eating protein. Currently, I just eat whatever the fuck I want in moderation is kind of what I'm doing. But this time I'm gonna try to eat protein, okay? I'm promising myself that every day I'm gonna eat a minimum of 60 grams of protein, okay? And that's a bit hard for me, okay? I've got crippling ADHD. Some days I don't want to cook. And what that means for me is takeaway. And takeaway is great, but you know, 80% of those calories are in oil. I need more protein, okay? I need protein. So I'm bringing in the big guys. I love this shit. It's expensive though, so I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't recommend it totally unless you're like me. What happens to me is sometimes I just cannot get up and I cannot make anything. I cannot like go to the kitchen. Weird, doesn't make any sense because I can walk downstairs and open the door for the takeaway guy, but I can't. So I keep like 3 of these by my bed all the time. And if I ever get in a headspace where I literally just cannot move to get up and eat, I drink these. It's so filling. I usually only end up drinking about half of this as a meal and then I feel full and then I drink the other half like an hour later. It's got 20 grams of protein for 400 calories and that's the whole bottle. So it's like a full meal. It's got nutrition stuff for replacements. So that's really important for me. It stops me ordering takeaway when I literally just cannot move. Number 2, I've got these. This is also from Huel. It's a meal replacement, but it's basically just like cup noodles, except it's not in a cup. You put it into your own cup with a scoop. It's, they've got lots of flavors. This is the one I like, spaghetti carbonara. I get this, I put this in a cup and I just add Parmesan and broccoli in it and pour the hot water, and after like 10-15 minutes, it's ready. It's slightly better nutritional wise than just getting a normal cup noodle or ramen. For 400 calories of this, it is 25 grams of protein, so it's not bad. Then I also have the big guy. This is some protein powder. My goal is to have one of these a day. It's 440 calories for 44 grams of protein, so it's double the protein of any of those. Basically, if I have 3 of these and I eat whatever I want, I'm still getting 60 grams of protein. If I have 1 of these and then 1 of these, I still get 60 grams of protein. So I think I can do this. I think this is doable. Little background, at the beginning of 2022, I had some health problems. It caused me to be bedridden and I couldn't consume food. After that was done, I basically had a year of just physically recovering from that. And there was just some terrible depression and I was just seeking to regain control. So of course I developed just a binge eating disorder. I was just eating constantly past the point of being full just because I could, and I could eat again, and just as a general distraction from just everything I was dealing with. So by February 2023, I was 40 pounds heavier than I am now. It was basically back to like my heaviest I ever have been in my life. It sucked. After that year, I got my house in Ireland. I went over there for the winter and I was just alone and I just worked on my mental health. I started feeling a lot better and then things just got better and slowly the weight got off. The weight didn't come off in the gym. It came off from working on my mental health, which then translated into having a much better relationship with food and then eating normally again. I've lost weight before. I wasn't like this skinny girl my whole life or anything like that. Unfortunately, I did not have that pleasure. I've got the stretch marks to prove it. I've done this before. For me, it's very clinical. I know exactly how my body works. I know the plateaus. I know where it's going to stop. I know how I look at different weights. And it happened exactly how I thought it was going to happen. I knew exactly when I would have those pauses where it just would take some time to get off. I know all of that. Personally, I don't lose weight and gain muscle at the same time. That doesn't work for me. For me, the main thing when I'm trying to lose weight is just fixing my appetite and my brain. And working out doesn't help with that. It just makes me want to eat more. And also, it doesn't help with the scale numbers. And I am very clinical. I like seeing those numbers, and that's what motivates me. So building up muscle is going to add weight, and it doesn't help me see progress. And I need that personally. I know it's great if you can put on muscle and lose weight at the same time, but that just personally doesn't work for me. So you're probably saying, Chris, I want to see photos. Well, the internet is forever, and 40 likes on a TikTok is not worth that kind of emotional turmoil, so I'm not gonna do that. You just have to take my word for it. And now I'm at the weight that I like to call my base weight, my skinny fat weight, the weight that I like to be when I have no muscle on me. That means when I add the muscle on, I have a nice fat percentage and it looks good. So my goal is to gain about like 10 more pounds of muscle. And I want that in my ass, and I want that in my legs, and I wouldn't mind it in my arms, you know what I mean? I naturally will always have fat here. I will always have some squidgy arms. I don't retain weight in my waist. That is where a lot of people do, but personally, I've never really held weight here even when I was like a fat kid. I've just never really had it here. I'm always gonna have a small waist. It's genetic. It's nothing that I do, okay? I naturally gain muscle in my ass. I just do. Before I lost weight when I was a kid, I always had a big ass. When I lost weight, still a big ass because I wasn't bedbound and losing muscle. It was still there. This time it's different. This time I'm starting from scratch, okay? This is my natural scratch. This is the butt that you get from just existing as me. I want to hold myself accountable, and I'm going to use you guys to hold myself accountable. So let's do some progress photos. This is me now, legs together, arms to the side. This is me now, legs together, arms to the side, legs together, arms up. That's the leg lift. That's the stereotypical booty shot. Woo. Same for the other side. Booty shot. Do a little squat. Ooh. Yeah. These are my arms. They're there. I've been in the gym twice in the last 12 months, okay? But that's not to say I'm not physically doing things. I was going on jogs a couple times a week. That's fine. And I'm renovating a cottage. That means I'm using a lot of heavy power tools. So they're not like weak. They've got something like, you know, see? It's not nothing. There's a little bit in there from pushing a wheelbarrow and holding my SDS drill and chipping away at a wall, okay? I'm not like completely frail. Honestly, one of my biggest insecurities is also how I look like from behind. So I'm also gonna do a little walk test so I can compare later down the line. So yeah, goal is, I want my booty back, I want some lift, I want this little guy to go away. I want this little guy to migrate upwards. I want him to have somewhere to go, someone to hold on to. So this is what I'm doing, and if you want to help me out and send me like workouts, etc., that'd be great. I'm looking for all the butt workouts, especially something I can just do here on the floor. I've got no equipment right now. For the next 30 days, it's gonna be mostly just random shit, and then I promise I will try to get in the gym and start lifting again. I used to use the Smith machine and do squats and stuff like that, and I had a great ass. I don't have that now. I don't have the luxury. So if you want to send on some good workouts that worked for you, let me know. I just need to work out my glutes. So yeah, follow me if you want to follow along with this.